As a child, I had spent hours digging for crabs at my local pond, fascinated by their existence in the water. Then the pond, where I also kayaked and swam, became filled with toxic algae due to the runoff of fertilizers from the surrounding areas. The pond that I loved wasn't safe for me or any living thing. Seeing firsthand the destructive impact that humans have on our environment fueled my interest in learning how to prevent the further destruction of our environment. My passion for this work and my love of science led me to attend the Island School, located in Eleuthera, Bahamas, for 6 weeks during summer 2023. While there, I studied marine ecology and sustainability alongside professional scientists. I lived in a community that relied on sustainable systems, such as water collection cisterns and wind turbines. I studied different modes of hydroponic systems, which are used to grow food for the dining hall there. However, what was most striking about my experience in Eleuthera was seeing with my own eyes the difference between sustainability at the Island School and New York City. The Island School is located in an impoverished and resource-limited island. Yet, sustainability serves as a beacon of hope to ensure food security and the protection of the lands for the nearby community. Despite access to ample resources, garbage lines the city streets. While away, I continued to think to myself, how can a place like the Island School integrate sustainability into the everyday life, while in New York City, despite the efforts of changemakers fighting the climate crisis, that there is still so much more that needs to be done to make New York more sustainable? To even begin to change the destructive path that New York City has been set on, we first need to uproot and reroute the ideology and perspective that each New Yorker has. Wanting to bring to life the change that I wanted to see in my own community, this year, as part of my science research class, I am building a hydroponic system to grow lettuce with the hope that producing food in-house can help offset some of the environmental stressors that contribute to climate change. However, while researching my project, I noticed a major gap in the articles that I read, which were a limited availability of resources tailored for younger students. I also realized gaps in my own understanding of the biology behind the different processes that made for a functioning and successful system. Ultimately, the young generation of students will have the heavy task of enduring the detrimental effects of climate change. Because of this, it is crucial that young people learn about climate change and how sustainable practices can make a difference in our world. And I believe that creating a personable student-to-student experience would help bridge the gap that I found during my research. In this regard, I am currently creating a website to educate younger students about the importance of sustainability and hydroponics. In the fall, I plan to teach these same lessons to community partnership schools through hands-on exercises. I hope to use education to inspire the younger generations of students to get involved in the fight against the climate crisis. I have become actively involved in organizations focused on sustainable practices, and I hope to inspire younger students to get involved in similar organizations. I volunteer as a student ambassador for Grassroots Grocery, which rescues produce from supermarkets and distributes them to food insecure individuals across New York City. I also am an ambassador at Billion Oyster Project, which hopes to restore 1 billion oysters to New York Harbor by 2035. And this brings me back to my younger, heartbroken self faced with the fact that the pond he spent his childhood on was no longer safe. I continue to ponder, what would have happened if there were sustainable farming techniques put into place back then? Would the pond that I love still be safe today? Through my sustainability journey, I learned that one of the most foundational ways to make meaningful change in our community is to use one's experiences, share them, and build off of one another so that we can bridge the gap to the younger generation of students, so that they can seek out their own experiences and unite towards a common cause of saving our planet. Thank you.